Alrighty guys, we're gonna start tearing this rg320 down here, and first thing you're gonna do is take your strings off. So with these Floyd Rose type bridges, you have a 3.5 millimeter Allen key that goes in the back to loosen, and then up on the nut, let me see if I can get it in on the nut right here. You're going to do the same thing, and then it's just business as usual. You just loosen your tuners up and get the strings off. So I'll bring you back once I have that done. Alrighty, so we got the strings off here, and looks like this thing needs a good clean. We'll go over the frets first on the fretboard, I believe. Let's have a little fun here. In the control cavity here, this is roughly a 22-year-old guitar. Put in the comments what you think I'm going to find when I get in here. Is it going to be untouched? Is it going to be a hack job? Or put something in the comments what you think I'm going to find in here, and we'll check it out here and see who won. So let's get to working on these frets here. I guess the first thing is going to be to tape this off. So anytime you tape those off, I like going in between the frets like that. And after I get all these taped up, then I'll run down the side just where it lets the edges of the frets be exposed. That way you can work on those too. So I'll work on doing that, and then I'll bring you back. Just so you know, guys, I'm still taping. It's a very long process taping this neck up on this thing. I'll finish up the bottom right here and go up the side, and I'll bring you back here. Alrighty guys, we got this thing taped up and ready to work on. This is just like doing a paint job or something on a car. Prep work is everything. Alrighty, today I'm going to start with a 2000 on this guitar because it's not horrible. I just feel like that there's probably a few string noises on here that is just from being played. This guitar has been enjoyed thoroughly. Alright, I believe that's got that. We can go over that with 3000. I believe that's all I'm going to do on it. I will have to get me a polisher at some point and go over these guitars. Guitar's definitely been played a lot, but it's still really good shape. So we're going to go back to the 2000, and we're going to catch the sides of the frets real quick. Alrighty, so you get the idea. I'm going to finish this and I'll bring you back. Alrighty, I think we're pretty good on that. We'll get this thing untaped. I did notice a spot on the fretboard. I believe this guitar's been on a stand or something and got knocked over, which is pretty normal in the guitar world. If you play a guitar, they're normally going to fall at some point. And it actually looks like it took a little bit of a nick in the fretboard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything with it, but we will try. So after I get this thing untaped, I will bring you right back. Alrighty guys, we got it unwrapped. Let me see if the camera will pick it up here. It may not even pick it up. There's a little bit of a spot here where it looks like it's taken a fall off of a stand. I'm going to try to lightly hit that with sandpaper, just lightly. See if I can kind of just smooth that just a little bit before I clean this fretboard up. I believe that's all I'm going to try to do with that, because I don't want to make it too visible. Let's try the lemon oil on it and see what it does for this thing. And this fretboard is very dry. I don't think it's ever been had any oil on it in its life. Usually with guitars, if you don't put some type of oil on it at some point, they are going to crack. Luckily this one has not, being 22 years old, never having any looks like real maintenance done to it. It's really lucky to still be in this kind of shape it's in. And this thing may take a couple applications of this lemon oil to really get absorbed in like it should be in a fretboard. Let's see here. We're going to try to wipe this in and get some of the grunge off of here from all these years of not being treated correctly. And then we'll do another application on it here in a little bit. I don't know if that picks up on camera, but it did do a lot for that fretboard. A lot for it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get these pickup rings loose. And hopefully they're very, very brittle. This guitar has been played a lot. You can just tell. I'll show you here in a second what this pickup ring looks like. Unfortunately, I don't have any like this to put back on it new. It really does need it. These are a flat style pickup ring. This guitar's been played so much from the pick hitting it. It's actually sheared the ear off. You see where the pick's been hitting it through the years. It's just amazing. The back one is the same way. At some point I'll have to get some. Hopefully we don't break them getting them loose here. I'll bring you back here in just a little bit. Well guys, this is going to shut us down, this pickup ring is, because this one's actually been played so much it's actually in two pieces. I've never seen one hang together like that before. It's busted at top and the bottom. So it's not shielded in the cavity so far either. Let's go ahead and flip it over and we'll find out the answer to your question. Let's see if we got a whole bunch of hackery in here in the control panel, or if it's never been touched. I'm really interested. A lot of these guitars I've found house wire, speaker wire, you name it, all kinds of stuff in here. So let's just see what we got going on. Let's see here. Let's just hold it up here and we'll see it together. And believe it or not, I believe it's untouched. They at least did try to paint some of the black paint in to shield it a little bit here. So I guess what we can do is we can go ahead and shield up top before we shut it down on this video. So let me pause you here and I'll get what I can of that ring off. Alrighty guys. So the ring split like I figured it would. There was nothing left of it. Of course, for 22 years of being played as hard as what this guitar has been, it's kind of to be expected. It's such a shame because this guitar plays really well. The action is phenomenal. It's one of the best actions I've ever played on Ibanez, which Ibanez are known for having really good action. But this guitar has it in spades. If this guitar would have had just better pickups, this would have been a really nice guitar. But this is definitely a good guitar for a beginner to get and mod, because once you're done, you're going to have an extremely good guitar. These can still be picked up pretty cheap, these guitars. This is the quilted top. Then there's some solid tops. There's a flame maple top. there's a bunch of different variants of this guitar. So they're out there to be had. They're generally into anywhere from $200 to $400, just depending on shape. So there's all kinds of these guys out there to be had cheap. Or maybe you find somebody like I did that had one and didn't like the guitar, didn't know how to use the tremolo, and couldn't get it tuned, and I traded some gear for it. So, I mean, $0 in that. But I'll go ahead and shield these cavities, and I get some pickup rings. I'll bring you back and do a good install video on these. And thank you for watching, and like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.